Hello YouTube. In my previous video I was talking about see how much chipping I could do. I started off where I left off, where I did the 32 trees on the 1 tank of gas at the Timber Pro. Finished chipping that up. Got a few more trees to go. And I did that brush pile I talked about in the other video. And the tank, it's almost empty. Yeah, it's pretty dry. I could get another maybe 10, 15, and then maybe another 15 minutes out of it. Yeah, it's 62008 cc Briggs or so, about 6.25, 6.5 horsepower. It does a lot of work for a little bit of gas, so this Yard Max chipper is a good buy. There you have it, folks, the last branch. That put up a heck of a fight, trying to film with one hand and feed it with the other, and the branch just wasn't going to cooperate. But you can see behind me, I can't see the building site way down there because the trees this row curves, but we're about 450, maybe 500 feet, easily 500 feet from the road. So you can see the clearing spot. Just follow those trees right at the tip of my finger there, that bright spot. That's the building site up there. But soon, that's going to be the building site. I'm moving that. Yeah, I'm going to have a 700-foot plus driveway in the winter, but nobody can see me. And next is go through that, chip up that brush, and then next time I'll have 30 trees to cut down. If I want to take out a few here and then 20 something so I can get construction heavy equipment back there. Got that tree to do, that scraggly one there, take them down. Then I have vehicle access all the way to the, now this is about the midway point in the property, vehicle access back here, so when I get the brushing that out, and I can just drive right on up with the gas, the snacks and beverages and all that. I don't have to carry everything through the woods. Buzz, that'll work out. Dragging this thing, the Yard Max chipper, all the way through the woods today. You know, chip up the brush from a couple of trees, move it. Chip a couple, chip up the brush with a couple more trees, move it. And so I pulled this thing, total probably close 700 feet today, you know, off and on, moving it, picking up brush. So yeah, I'm getting pretty worn out. But this, if you see that in my other videos, this is where I have vehicle access coming back here. 25 or so trees coming out here. That's so you can get the portable garage brought in and have a straight shot. I gotta have, you know, so you're talking, you know, upwards of a 40-foot building, so I don't know what they're going to be coming back here with. So I gotta have as straight a shot as possible. So I take out, you know, I took silly 6 trees there. I'll probably take out another at 7, and then add these trees up. So, and this wraps up pretty much my first year out here. 54 weeks ago was the first weekend out here. And a few of you have followed me from the beginning. Mainly one of my very loyal subscribers. He has also become a good friend, so check out Love to Boat 92, his channel. And he's been doubling his subscribers about every 5 months now over the past year. He's doubled every 5 months, so in a year he's going to be pushing 10,000. Or maybe more if one of his videos takes off. And it's kind of fun to see, like, you get to meet a few people that become good friends. One that's shaping up to be possibly a good friend. You know, he's a full-time homesteader. Don't know what he does on the side, but he seems to be a pretty good guy. Him and his wife seem to work really well together. They really got their, you know, they're working together, you know, on their life being their homestead, and working together. They really got it down. That's I can't remember the channel names. Off-Grid Homestead Cecil E. Skinner. I'll try to put links to their channels in the description below when I do this video. When it first comes out, I won't have the links, but I'll get them in there because I don't have a computer to copy the links and all that stuff, so I'll have to edit the description to put their links in. And Cecil, he is kind of, I've been finding that I have a similar philosophy to him. Make do with what you got, and when you can afford it, you get the better stuff. And yeah, some people have said, yeah, get a big chipper, or rent a chipper. I'm like, well, if they saw the conditions I've been working in, there's no way I'm going to get a tow behind rental chipper in here. And then on my schedule, you know, it only makes sense to have a chipper of your own. You know, this one, the Yard Max is less than $700 shipped. So it's been running flawless. And with the other 4.5 acres to go to limb up, just limbing alone is going to put a huge amount of hours on this thing. Wish I had an hour meter on here. I might put one on here yet. Then add up the hours of chipping the branches as they cut these trees down. You know, the thin mount for fire danger. Got to eliminate ladder fuels. Yeah, and that's the main reason why I want to thin these out, is the limit up. Then you can see where you're going. You know, which path to go to take out trees. Then it's a lot easier to work in. It's safer working conditions. That's why I had this chip as I go instead of piling up and then come through with a rental chipper. It's just safer and less work to just limb the tree up and move the brush once. Why do the work twice? You know, you cut the brush, stack the brush, and then you bring in the chipper. Then you have to bring in a rental chipper and have a vehicle that can tow it over these stumps and that. Now, then you get the stump grinder. But yeah, it's certain times is you have to spend the money, and I saved up for this one and used some of my bonus money from work to buy this chipper. Yeah, this one's has saved me a lot. Yeah, it's a little more work at first of just stacking the brush, but it looks so nice. Because earlier, that was all full of brush, and in just minutes, all cleared up. The brush has been laying on the ground for a couple of months. But yeah, when I finally get to it, it looks really nice. And then the rest of the woods, when I get it limbed up and cleaned up, is going to look like this area here, where you can get new growth on the forest floor. That's the other point of limbing and thinning, to bring in new vegetation for wildlife and all that stuff. Yeah, they got the right idea, going south for the winter. Yeah, I'd rather be here and deal with a 700-foot driveway, so you're going to hear me complaining about that in future videos. So. And thanks again to those of you that have followed me over the past year. And now I've been keeping this free because to me, some of this content isn't all that interesting, but some of it is. You know, I've been gotten some good feedback through personal messages and all that. Yeah, that when I go have more time to put into the channel, I'll go the Patreon, so I can afford to buy products to specifically test and only test them, and then give them away. That's the next big project, is to work out a production schedule for a Patreon channel, of which I have to sign up yet for Patreon. And then the more subscribers I get on there, that's pay per channel. You know, say like $1.50 or so a month. You'll get the videos there first before they come here on YouTube. And then maybe on YouTube, when I get the AdSense account, then I can get a little revenue from that. But the goal is to get Patreon going so I can do more product testing and give the stuff away. Because you, the viewers, are paying to watch Patreon, and once I get that rolling, give back to you with giveaways on the tools and stuff that I'd be testing. So this concludes the first 54 weeks again, and hopefully if you're just watching my videos for the first time, click on the subscribe button below and follow me for the next 52 weeks.